YouTube, with YouTube, but see that way he can't keep getting away from this. I seen Jamal Murray on this thumbnail. I damn near didn't want to click it, so I might rage in this video, but I'm gonna try not to. We just fucking lost to these sorry ass niggas, but let's get into the video. Subscribe, don't die again. We're over 2,000, man.
Who is the greatest player in NBA history? Michael
LeBron.
Jordan, LeBron James, maybe
LeBron.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
LeBron.
No,
LeBron.
it's Jamal Murray with 2 minutes.
Shut the fuck up! You dumbass JxmyHighroller! Dick sucking ass bitch! I don't give a fuck what side he hit! Fuck Jamal Murray!
2 more heart-wrenching daggers.
I don't give a fuck what side he hit! He's not no fucking GOAT!
Heroics. I'm not even a heart-wrenching. It's Jamal Murray with 2 minutes left in a playoff game. Can someone explain to me exactly how this man keeps doing this? Go ahead and add 2 more heart-wrenching daggers to Jamal Murray's laundry list of playoff heroics. I'm not even a Lakers fan, and this shot left me in shambles. If I have to watch this man hit 1 more impossibly clutch shot to beat my glorious king in the playoffs, I swear I'm gonna crash out. Jamal Murray might just be the greatest playoff riser in postseason history. And I've got the numbers to
This nigga
prove
is
it.
dick sucking. Shut the fuck up! Okay, I'm about to rage! Stop showing me this bullshit!
And sign up using code Jimmy. If your first pick set results in a loss, that's promo code JxmyHighroller only at DraftKings Pick 6. Jamal Murray is a good NBA player throughout the regular season. He's a great second option, complements Jokic's game really well, does what his team needs of it. But come the playoffs, Jamal Murray is a god. Time and time again, Murray has
fuck he's not.
In the postseason, there might not be a single player better than him down the stretch, in the clutch, in the entire NBA today. And it is the most baffling, beautiful, and frustrating thing I've ever had to watch. Jamal Murray's playoff career box plus minus ranks 43rd.
It's the first fucking round. Shut the fuck up. I know it's the Lakers. Then we got the most clout. We got LeBron fucking James. Y'all on dick right now. JxmyHighroller, you about to piss me the fuck off.
All time and 27th among all players post 2000. This makes him one of the greatest playoff performers the game has ever seen, ahead of players like Tatum, Kyrie, and Pau Gasol. But his regular season career box plus minus ranks 250th all time. Jamal Murray plays like a first ballot Hall of Famer in the playoffs, and
This nigga's under the nay. Shut your bitch ass up. He's under Jose Calderon. Shut your bitch ass up. He's under Derek McKinney. Shut your dick sucking ass up. He's under Derek Anderson. Shut your dick sucking ass up. This nigga's under a nigga named Jimmy. Okay, I'm done. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Hito freaking Turkoglu in the regular season. And that, my friend, playoffs. And Hito freaking Turkoglu in the regular season. And that, my friends, is no exaggeration. According to Basketball Reference's box plus minus scale, Jamal Murray's career regular season BPM puts him at about the caliber of a decent starter to 6th man.
Oh, that was his regular
career
season shit.
playoff
Fuck.
BPM puts him in between an all-star and an all-NBA level talent. The man has never even logged a minute in an all-star game. Now, usually in the playoffs, decent players see a dip in production. Good players have relatively steady numbers transitioning from the regular season to the playoffs.
Don't show LeBron. Don't show LeBron when you're talking about. Don't show LeBron when you're talking about good players, nigga.
In the postseason, but not
He's
Jamal
great.
Murray. His numbers don't just get better; he becomes a whole different caliber of player. Because
He's not better than
his
Cleveland
career,
LeBron,
his
bro.
Production and efficiency jump significantly in the playoffs compared to the regular season. This shouldn't even be possible.
What
the
the
playoffs are supposed to
fuck?
be more difficult, slower. The teams you are
It's just he plays the fucking Lakers a lot.
facing are better, but where others fold under pressure.
Show them games without the Lakers. Average that shit up without the Lakers. Just see what it is.
Jamal Murray basks in it. In fact, here's a graph of the top 50 scorers in NBA history according to their career points per game and the difference between their regular season scoring and their playoff scoring. There's 4 different quadrants here, and whatever quadrant a player falls in will give you a general idea of how well they score in the playoffs compared to the regular season. Now, you don't want to be in this area down here. Less production on worse efficiency. This area is where the playoff heroes are. Big players who play well in big moments. Some greats who land in this quadrant of playoff fallers are the usual suspects. Joel Embiid, James Harden, Wilt Chamberlain, But there's even some names here that you wouldn't expect, like Larry Bird and Kareem. Michael Jordan, Luka, Curry, and Durant are among the many players who score more in the playoffs, but they aren't quite as efficient as they are in the regular season, which shows just how hard it is to make it into this quadrant of the best playoff performers in terms of scoring. Hakeem Olajuwon was a playoff demon, and just behind him are AD and Giannis, who have been awesome in the playoffs throughout their careers. So where does Jamal Murray land, you might ask? He's way up here, on his own planet, as arguably the greatest playoff riser in NBA history. Throughout his career, Jamal Murray has averaged 7.4 more points per game on better efficiency in the postseason compared to the regular season. As the stakes get higher, Murray gets better almost every single time. Every all-time great player needs a great wingman, a second option that can turn into a first option with the flip of a switch, someone whose game complements and almost contrasts their own. Jordan had Pippen, Magic had Kareem, Shaq had Kobe. Nikola Jokic has Jamal Murray. And as great as these number one options are, they couldn't have got it done without their right-hand man. But you see, the only thing is, Scottie Pippen is one of the greatest players ever. Kareem is in GOAT conversations. Kobe Bryant is a top 10 talent the league has ever seen. Jamal Murray has never even been an all-star. He has been carrying a title contending team, a championship winning team, down the stretch of massive games for multiple postseasons now. He's got one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball on his team, and yet
Jokic is not one of the greatest to ever touch a basketball. Relax.
Always finds its way into the hands of Jamal Murray. Fan perception of Jamal Murray's game over the years has been pretty clear. Good player.
Bro, okay, so this is just a dick sucking Jamal Murray video. Bro, why did I'm not.
Top 20, maybe not even.
This is literally a dick sucking
in the league during certain stretches throughout the season. And then when the playoffs roll around, it seems like a travesty that Murray doesn't get enough credit or that he wasn't.
Hey, I'm on my phone, but y'all got me fucked up.
Is actually fair. Jamal Murray,
I'm a hater. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Throughout the regular season, Murray has missed nearly half of all games over the last 5 seasons, which probably has more to do with his 0 All-Star nods than anything else. But even a healthy Jamal Murray falls behind many guards in his own conference throughout an 82-game schedule. Now, Murray's game is not favored as far as advanced metrics go. When evaluating Murray in the regular season, these metrics have him ranked somewhere around the 30th to 35th best player in the league in 2024, the 65th to 70th best player in 2023, and in his last healthy season up until that point in 2020, where he fell somewhere between the 70th and 80th best player in the league according to advanced metrics. But we know these numbers aren't a true reflection of Murray's game because we've seen him in the playoffs, where his advanced metrics look like this, and his value skyrockets into a top 10 or top 12 player in the league throughout the postseason. And although his advanced metrics from this past season have him outside of the top 30 players in the league, I don't know if I can name even 10 players who I would rather have on my team ahead of Murray right now in the playoffs.
Oh, you can't name 10? Well, let me do it for you. LeBron, Giannis, Dame. Who else? AD. Come on, who else? Jokic. Fuck it. I'll have the February over this nigga. Who else? Tatum. Jaylen Brown. Who else? Stephen Curry. Who else? Come on. I can't think of niggas. D-Book. Kevin Durant. That's 10. You dumb ass nigga. You dick sucking ass nigga.
Here's a chart of the top 40 scorers in the regular season throughout the NBA since 2019 among players who have played at least 10 playoff games. Jamal Murray is down here in 38th place. A good scorer, but far from the best in the regular season. And now here are those same players and their scoring averages in the postseason over that same time span, where Jamal Murray jumps from the 38th highest scorer in the league to the 16th highest scorer in the playoffs. But let's take this even further, because here are those same players and how many points they score on average in the fourth quarter of playoff games, where Jamal Murray is ahead of every other player in the league over the last 6 seasons. Jamal Murray is not only the most elite fourth quarter scorer in the playoffs over the last half decade, he is nearly the most efficient fourth quarter scorer in the playoffs outside of big men. This is the kind of production you see from MVP caliber players, all-time greats at their peak. not a player who is the second option on his own team. Even after his historic run in last year's finals,
bro.
Jamal
Oh my
Murray was
gosh,
floating around
bro.
a top 20,
This is actually
top
getting
30
sad.
player in the league this season. Some media outlets didn't even have him in their top 30.
Because he's
And
not
it might be
good.
justified, because Jamal Murray is always good in the regular season, but it's not until the postseason where he becomes great. Of all the mainstream rankings this season, The Ringer had him about as high as you're gonna see, 18th, and their one-sentence description of him pretty much sums him up as a player. Cold-blooded champion who knows how to meet the moment. Now, Jamal Murray isn't the only player who has the ability to take his game to another level in the playoffs.
Are they done?
Some players that come to mind when I think
Are they finna talk about somebody else?
are Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Luka Doncic. And so here's a chart of every single player that has logged at least 2,000 playoff minutes since the turn of the century. 107 players to be exact. And they're plotted on this graph based on two key metrics: the difference in their box plus minus from the regular season to the postseason on the y-axis, and the difference in their win shares per 48 from the regular season to the postseason on the x-axis. The further up a player is, the more productive he is in the postseason relative to the regular season. And the further right a player is, the more he is contributing to his team's wins in the postseason relative to the regular season. So similar to the scoring chart from earlier, being up here is really good. Being down here is not so good. But keep in mind, this isn't about how well a player plays in the playoffs. This is a visualization of who rises the most in the playoffs relative to how well they play in the regular season. Down here in the void, we have players like Gary Payton, Kevin Love, and surprisingly, Tony Parker, who saw dips in the playoffs throughout their careers. There's James Harden, about where you would expect. As we approach a more neutral territory, we'll find players like Jimmy Butler, Vince Carter, Stephen Curry, Kobe Bryant. As we creep our way towards the positive side of things, you'll find players like Tim Duncan, Anthony Davis, and Chauncey Billups. But all the way up here are the big game merchants, the players who really take their game to another level in the playoffs. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Derek Fisher, Giannis, Big Shot Bob, Draymond Green, an unexpected but delightful Reggie Jackson appearance. And of course, playoff Rondo, who is one of the...
Of course, LeBron played against this nigga in the finals. He 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 played against this nigga over... Hold on. This nigga over here, Jokic in the finals. Like, damn. Niggas are annoying.
The biggest playoff risers of the 21st century. He's got a fairly big lead on just about everyone else. But in terms of production and playing winning basketball, no one comes even remotely close to Jamal Murray, who is possibly the greatest playoff riser in NBA history.
Denver Nuggets, everything Colorado, stay away from me. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Deion Sanders too. Fuck it. You own that Colorado. You're the coach of that Colorado football team. Fuck him. I don't even like him no more. Fuck. Nigga, fuck the Nuggets. Nigga, I'm out this bitch.